Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. And the Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Dropping back, it's Campbell. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Virginia Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Coming out aggressively. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that in.
Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Green. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hokie. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Hit right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Touch pass on the run. There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking downfield, it's Campbell. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt.
22, do not keep it at 22.
Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. Pulls it in on the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Snap in the shotgun. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Pitt pushing the pace.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going
loose in the middle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Final play of the quarter coming. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires it down the seam. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Bennett. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Hokies are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Offense changing the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's got him still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Hokies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's the pressure. Got it in stride at the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from... And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Panthers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They go right back to it. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Hokie, 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 high, tech, VPI, got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built, just a tough group of individuals.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Hokies want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Campbell. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Under fire. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Hokies will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to pass on second down. Going for 6. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Flips it out on the screen. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for room. It's Stewart. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And his foot's just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Campbell. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Got it! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the pummeling has started. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Campbell. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. Smashes ahead. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Escapes the sack. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's gone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. After run, now throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Tackled there by the defense. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on third down. They're setting up the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season.
Turning it on! Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going up top again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Hokie! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when you're defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays. You got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Campbell. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Panthers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Makes the grab. It's Adams. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Here's the Heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Campbell. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back. But he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He'll start this drive firing. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Pulls it in. It's Adams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Campbell. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are...
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run.